We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, we are going live. We are going to be celebrating gaining over 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are also going to be taking your calls. For persons in Jamaica, we are going to be giving away 10 $500 phone cards. There will also be lots of other giveaways. That's 6 p.m. tomorrow. Don't miss it. We are going to celebrate. In yesterday's video, I started off with a conversation with a lady. Her 21-year-old daughter, Sheckeria Brown, she had been missing since Saturday night, April 27. Well, I'm happy to report that Sheckeria, she's now back at home. And I know that a lot of you're going to be asking where she was. I did not ask, so I won't speculate. But I am happy that she's back home. So by now, you should realize that I am a part of the Petersfield Football Club. Mr. Omar Roddock, Mr. Patrick and others. They have been trying their very best with the club to bring it to where it is now. The club is now participating in the JFF Tier 2 competition and they are performing very well. But the truth is, whenever some persons see success, they try to capitalize on it. I mean, talk about in a dishonest way. There are persons running GoFundMe campaign and other fundraising events in the name of the Petersfield Football Club. They are all scams. If there is an event being hosted by the Petersfield Football Club and you don't see it on the Popeye News Links Facebook page, it is a scam. Don't fall for it. Alright? Now, in this next story, I received that WhatsApp message on your screen from a Portmore resident. The person said, "Good morning, Popeye. I appreciate the stories you carry, so keep up the good work." This is an image of a section of the Newland Main Road. It has been like this for more than a year. Election come and gone, and the road is only getting worse. I know some relevant authorities listen to your program, so I hope this will reach their ears and eyes and know that the people of Portmore need better from their representatives. Blessed love. So you heard that? But the question is there any truth that the road, it was dug up so that pipes could be run to the plaza? And another question, is that plaza owned by a political representative? We continue to dig. Next up, last weekend, a young lady, she went to one of the KFCs in Montego Bay. She put down her bag and a chair in the restaurant, and with all the stress of exams coming up and everything else, the young lady, she left out of the restaurant and forgot to take up her bag with cash, important documents, school books, you name it. That guy, him thief the young lady's bag. Do you know him? And you thieving boy, the lady want back her bag. Now, keep on watching the video and you're gonna see when him thief the bag. I am sure that someone will recognize him. Boy, may I tell you. Now, listen this, and tell me if something not strange. A lady, she's a businesswoman and she's a senior citizen living in the Runaway Bay area of St. Ann. Yesterday morning, Friday, May 3, the lady, she went in her silver Toyota RAV4 being driven by her driver to a bank in Ocho in the parish of St. Ann. At that bank, she withdrew 500,000 Jamaican dollars. She placed the money in her handbag and she went to her vehicle where she and the driver, they drove off the plaza where the bank is. Shortly after they drove off, they realized that a tire on the RAV4 was punctured. They pulled over along Graham Street. Both the driver and the lady, they came out of the vehicle. The tire was eventually changed and the lady and the driver, they got back inside the vehicle. They then realized that the bag containing the 500,000 Jamaican dollars plus an additional 10,000 Jamaican dollars and other important documents were stolen. So, apparently, somebody punctured the vehicle and robbed this lady. Boy, may I tell you, I'm not gonna judge, but something alright. In this next report, the Green Island police, they had to intervene yesterday to save a man's life at the R0BBED Country Club in the parish of Hanover. We are learning that a 28-year-old guy, he's called Ricardo. He was employed by a businessman living at the R0BBED Country Club to wash his vehicles and do other chores in the yard. Yesterday afternoon, Friday, May 3, about a few minutes after 3 o'clock, Ricardo, without the man's permission, he drove away one of the man's vehicles. He was driving in the R0BBED area when he hit down a 47-year-old female named Venice. One of her legs was broken as a result of this collision. Ricardo, who is not the holder of a driver's license, he drove away from the scene. We are told that persons saw what happened and they chased Ricardo and caught up with him at the R0BBED Country Club. By this time, the Green Island police, they had gotten a report about the hit and run accident and they arrived on the scene. The police, they were told that persons had chased the driver to the R0BBED Country Club. The police, they hurried to the scene and they were just in time to see men raining some serious blows on Ricardo. The police, they commanded the men to stop, but they continued. A 49-year-old man identified as Clean Brown of a R0BBED address. In the full view of the police, he used a bottle to hit Ricardo in his head, causing a serious wound. He was eventually arrested and charged by the police. We are told that the police, they had to fire shots in the air to get the crowd to stop from killing Ricardo. Ricardo, he was rescued by the police and he was taken for medical treatment. Ricardo, he was eventually slapped with traffic-related charges. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place Wednesday night, May 1, about 9:30. It took place at Lavaughn in the Limal area of St. Ann. We are learning that a 52-year-old farmer known as Seymour, he was at a bar near to his home having a drink when he left the bar and went home. He opened his gate and he was about to enter his yard when a hoodlum who was hiding in the dark opened the gunfire at Seymour. Seymour, he ran out of the yard to the main road and made an alarm. He then realized that he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his right hand. The police, they were called and they rushed with Seymour to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 4 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. In this next report, the St. James police, they have arrested and charged another person who they claim was responsible for the killing of that female on your screen. Her name is Nastacia Smith, but she was popularly known as Tash. Tash, she was a 36-year-old security guard and she was living at the Valley Heights housing scheme at Flower Hill in the parish of St. James. The incident took place on the afternoon of Sunday, March 17 at minutes to 4 o'clock. two hoodlums. They had gone to the house to kill a guy who Tash was in a relationship with. They opened gunfire in the house, killing Tash and wounding another female. The police, they had posted the photo of that guy on your screen. His name is Lavaughn Jahiem Cooke, but he's popularly known as Jaja. He is 21 years old. Jaja, he handed in himself to the police and he was already charged for murder and other offenses. We are told that last week, Monday, another person handed in himself to the police. His name is James Wilford Cooke, but he's popularly known as Kong. Kong is 57 years old. Yes, you heard me correctly. In August coming up, Kong, he will be celebrating his 58th birthday and he's also living at Flower Hill. Kong, he was charged for the murder of Tash and the wounding of the female and he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. Now, in this next report, let me go back to the story I carried yesterday. Let me tell you something, you see. Ever since I heard about the killing of Rasta Thursday night, I have been asking myself this question. If I had interviewed Rasta when he first contacted me, would that interview have saved his life? The truth is, there is no certain answer to this question, but it is possible. Now, I found out that one of the reasons why Randene Vanhorne, also known as Rasta, did not reach out back to me is because he contacted the person who posted his photo and said that he was the getaway driver. I'm also told that the person gave Rasta certain assurance. Whether what I am told goes so or not, I don't know, but that's what I am being told. Also, Rasta, he released this video and the video, it went viral. So, anyhow, watch this.
Alright, morning. All who see this video here, and know me and know a line of work for me do. They know say, yo, that there's something where them put up on one spot me about me know say, nothing no go so. You see me, nothing no go so. Even the day when that the accident there, that the crime that they happen, me they at work. You see me? So all who see this video here with me I put up right now on my status and all who know me and know say, yo, me not capable of them a type of something where them I put up. I want to share this on one spot media, share it on everything. Because right now, my life depends on jeopardy. A whole heap of things that right now for me depend on state. Right now. Right now, I just get eviction notice from my landlord say I have to leave. Because they say I wanted. I wanted for what I don't know about. Because they tell me say I get away driver for man where I don't even know. Places where I don't even go. So right now, I just call to the public right now. I just want everybody who see this video, they can put up on the status, put up on everything. To make people share and put up so you can go there. So a man will put up my picture and then something up on one spot media can take off the picture and can repost it and even apologize and make people know in the public say, yo, this a youth I don't have nothing to do with it. Because right now this year I put my life in a problem right now. Because right now I'm uncomfortable, I can't work good, I can't do nothing good right now, I'm paranoid. So right now all who see this video from you can send out it, if you can give me a strength, send out it to everybody who you can send it out to. Because right now my life depends on jeopardy just show people tell life on me over something I don't know. I got a police station, I got a Freeport, I got a Barnett Street, I got my lawyer. Right now, here one I go in the morning. Because right now this is a thing I'm well tragic because I'm in deep trouble right now.
So, the question many persons are asking is, was Rasta the getaway driver in that killing? I can say without any fear of contradiction that the answer is no. The next question is, did Rasta know the person who was being accused as being the getaway driver? That answer is yes. In fact, that person is one of Rasta's brother. And I am not here saying that he was in fact the getaway driver, but his name is being called. And we are told that he's a well-known hoodlum. He's called Sparta or M1 among other names. We are told that investigators, They questioned Rasta about his brother. Rasta, he also found out that I knew about his brother, and that is another reason why he was no longer interested in me doing an interview with him. Truth be told, Rasta, he did not deserve to die this way. We are told that Rasta, he was a hard-working guy who was always hustling. We are told that Rasta, he's the complete opposite of his brother, M1. Sad indeed. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. Listen me carefully now, Listen me carefully. In the final story for today, that guy on your screen, his name is Leon Anglin, but he was popularly known as Rusty or Chin. On Tuesday coming up, May 7, Chin, he will be celebrating his 34th birthday. That word, birthday, you're gonna hear it being repeated a few times in this story. Keep on listening. Chin, he lived at Truro in the Burn Savannah area of Westmoreland. Listen this now. On the night of Wednesday, October 20, 2021, a young girl, she was a student at the Froome High School at the time, and she lived in the same Truro community. She was celebrating either her 16th or 17th birthday. We are told that the young girl, she went to a section of the community where she and some friends, they had drinks and she celebrated her birthday with them. The young girl, she left that location and she was on her way home when she met Chin, who she knew before. We are told that Chin, he took this young girl behind a bar and he had intercourse with her against her will. We are told that after the ordeal, the young girl, she was so devastated and counseling had to be sought for her. A report was made to the police and they carried out a few raids trying to apprehend Chin, but they did not. We are told that the young girl, she was so devastated that family members had to stop her from going to school and moved her out of the community. In fact, that young girl, she had to be moved out of Jamaica. Thankfully, counseling help, and that young lady is now attending college. We are told that after a while, the young girl's family, they did not bother to pursue the matter. What that means is that the case against Chin, it was not dropped, and the family members, they could have had Chin arrested, but the family, they decided to leave it to God and time. So it's not like Chin was no longer wanted by the police. There was a case that the police had that he could still be arrested for, meaning Chin was still wanted by the police for rape. True people, are you following me? For the persons commenting on Facebook, are you following me? Am I right or am I right? Hear this now. I carried a story last month. That man on your screen, his name is Sheldon Shakes. Sheldon was a hard-working 36-year-old farmer living at Townhead District in the Burn Savannah area of Westmoreland. Close to 12 midnight, Friday, April 12. Sheldon and other persons, they were at a party that was being held in the Truro area of Burn Savannah. Two guys were in a conflict when Sheldon, he intervened and he was begging at least one of the guys to cool it. The other guy, who is a well-known hoodlum from Grangeville, he pulled a gun and fired at the other guy who he was in a conflict with. But the bullet caught Sheldon instead. As a result, Sheldon died. We are told that word on the street is that Leon Anglin, also known as Chin or Rusty, it was being said that he was one of the guys who was harboring that hoodlum from Grangeville in the area. Yeah, man. The same hoodlum who killed Sheldon. Are you following me? So, remember I told you that Chin, he would be celebrating his birthday on Tuesday. Well, last night, Friday, May 3, Chin, he was hosting his pre-birthday party at a sports bar in the Churro area. Whilst he was in the bar, a motorcycle with 2 hoodlums aboard rode up and stopped. The pillion, he came off the bike and entered the bar. He walked up to Chin, pulled a gun, pointed it at his head and squeezed. Chin, he fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he ran out of the shop, jumped on the bike, and he and his crony, they made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, Chin, he was seen lying on his back in a pool of blood with gunshot wounds to his head. He appeared to have died on the spot. A 23-year-old guy from the area also received gunshot wounds to his left shoulder, and he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So, almost 3 years ago, Chin, he took away a young girl's innocence whilst she was celebrating her birthday. Last night, a hoodlum took away Chin's life while he was celebrating his birthday. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and KlL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans